Welcome to the Modern Savage Podcast, Episode 23 Fear and Loathing in Los Angeles.
I steal beers. Thief. So I have to go get a scan on my liver now. Instead of like a needle biopsy. Like they're not gonna, because that was the original way of doing this. They're gonna stick a needle in my liver and suck some shit out, and I'm supposed to deal with it.
Hell yeah.
And no. I don't do needles.
Dude, you won't even know it, dude. They're gonna have you under general anesthesia.
I guess it gets real sore and there's a high risk of infection.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna be sore for a few days.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they'll have you under general anesthesia. You're not gonna feel it when it happens. You'll be a little sore. It's not gonna be as bad, like, it's not gonna be like getting a, like an epidural. Like, that's sore. Yeah. Or, like, donating bone marrow. Like, you're sore for, like, a week after that shit. I mean, you're gonna be
They're
sore.
not gonna do it to me anymore.
Like,
They have another test, like I think it's called a fibrous scan or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fancy way of saying you have insurance.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep testing you.
Or I think of it more of a question of like, do you want to be sore for 2 days or do you want to be at risk for radiation poisoning?
Yeah.
Actually, I have no clue if shit's bad for you.
I don't know, man.
So now they're not going to do they're not going to poke you.
No.
They got something better.
Yeah. They're just gonna do a sound wave scan on me.
Oh, they're like, oh, this guy's white and middle class. We got something for you.
No, I have Molina healthcare. So, like the poor people healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
I mean,
everything for me is free.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so like, they run me through every test.
Hell yeah.
Just because they're getting those insurance dollars.
Yeah, dude.
And I don't care because I have insurance.
Well, why should you care? That's what it's there for.
And every once in a while, it means I only have to work 42 hours a week.
Yeah, dude.
So that's pretty sweet. So what have you been up to this week, man? Did you have fun?
This week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Well, I worked. I'm trying to think when the last time I saw you. Last week.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah, I went up to that industry place in Robinson Friday night.
For what?
Saturday night. You ever heard of it?
Uh-uh.
It's this restaurant in Robinson, and it's got it's like Hipster Central.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one downfall, but it's not too bad. Anyways, they got really fucking cool food, and they've got Vince, the fucking list of craft beers on tap. It's like pages. It's and they're everyone I've tried there. I think that was about the third time I was there. It was I tried different beer every time I'm there.
Really?
Yeah, there's so many of them.
It's pretty good.
There's so many of them.
See, I like going to places with weird beers.
I love it.
I like it.
But in LA, there's shit everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
There's not just one spot.
So how is LA? Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Really?
It's fucking great.
What do you do there?
Whatever.
Really?
That's the thing, like when people say, like, what's there to do? You just say whatever. Because what do you want to do? What do you want to do right now?
I would want to go to the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
See, because it's there.
Yeah, you can just do that.
There.
Which one do you want to go to? Is what I would say. Because I'm 6 minutes from Burbank, where the Laugh Factory's at.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
You know, or we can go to Hollywood, where or no, wait a minute. I think I got it backwards. I think Hollywood has the Laugh Factory.
I think the Laugh Factory is in Hollywood.
Hollywood has
Flappers is in Burbank.
Flappers is in Burbank. See, I don't even know this shit. That's because there's so much shit to do in LA.
And you got the Ice House.
Yeah, but seriously, like, if you were like, let's go to a comedy club, my question would be like, which one do you want to go to?
Man.
You know what you have to do in Los Angeles? Options.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just
this is what you do in Weirton.
Yeah, you drink High Life and do podcasts.
Well, I often say our job is to.
But especially in LA,
pointing
like
things
the
left at
podcast
first.
part of the option.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do
me doing other shit.
Yeah, you could be doing this shit at the kitchen table in my apartment.
How high is the cost of living?
It's fucking brutal.
Is it?
Yeah, so, I mean, are you in an apartment?
No, I have a house.
You have a house? What's your mortgage payment?
I don't pay anything.
Okay, well, what would your mortgage payment be?
Probably $500.
Yeah, so I'm paying like double that
Oh,
for an apartment.
is that what?
For like a mediocre apartment. It's not even it's not even like, hey, check out like my beachfront, you know, we got a pool and weight room. It's just like we have hardwood floors and you know, it came with a refrigerator.
No, what was the goal moving there?
Just fucking do it.
Just to get the fuck out of here and just say, nope, you fucking did it.
Yeah.
How long you been there?
Over a year. I moved September 2015.
Nice. Man, that takes balls. Like, I've thought about leaving like 1,000 times. And I'm like, Ohio's not that bad.
I know. I know how you feel.
Like,
Because it kind of gets to the point where, like, yes, there are options, but it sucks everywhere.
it does.
The thing is, man, I don't even know if I would say it takes balls. Because that's what people say all the time, like, oh, that was brave what you did. But never once did I, like, feel scared or nervous, really. I was just like, I mean, if I want to do it, I'll do it, you know?
There wasn't really a plan when you left. You were just like, hey, I'm moving.
It was,
it was like, what, 3 months before?
It was 4 months
Yeah, that's
before.
what I thought.
It was when I just, like, I talked to my friend and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to do it.
Did you already have like a friend out there?
Yeah, I have a buddy out there. So I just transferred jobs. There was a store out in Burbank, and I moved to Glendale. And like I said, I'm like 6 minutes from Burbank, so I just transferred out to the store the store that I was working at. I transferred to that building, and had a place.
That's fucking sweet.
But you know, in terms of like comparing it to the East, though. There's really only... I can think of two things that are better, like in the tri-state area. And it's gas stations and pizza.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Gas stations, I mean, that sounds like a weird thing.
That is a weird thing.
But I mean, what I mean by that is like, you can go to like Sheetz out here, or you can go to like Quick Kings, where they have like made-to-order food, and just like, almost like a restaurant, you can actually sit down and eat, whereas like, back here, they don't have that. There's like, out of all the 7-Elevens I've seen, only one of them's actually a gas station.
Really?
Yeah, it's most of them are convenience stores.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then the pizza is absolutely abysmal.
That's depressing.
You'll see reviews that are just like, oh, best pizza in town. Shit, premier. And you know, all right, let's get it. And it's like from a pizzeria. It'll be like Hot Spot Pizza or like Lucky 7 Pizza. So you're thinking like, hey, it's a pizzeria. They're going to have good pizza.
Yeah.
It's just flat, soft, like soggy, barely crunchy. It's like flimsy. And it's like not even pizza. It's just like they took like a flatbread and put sauce cheese on it. And, you know.
Yeah, we hung out a little bit last night. We were talking about it. And it's as soon as he brought it up, I started laughing because I was like, that's so... I've like read so many things that like... The West Coast is just, they don't get pizza. I don't even know if it's the whole West Coast. It's like California in general just does not understand the concept of pizza.
And then when he was there and make pizza.
And then when he was...
That's what my friend said.
And then so when my brother was like, yeah, the pizza's terrible there. I was like, it was funny. I sort of like...
Oh, that would fucking depress me so hard.
Oh, but what it lacks in pizza, it makes up for everything else in terms of food. The Mexican food... fantastic.
Like, obviously, that would be good
Yeah,
there.
no shit.
I mean, like...
Texas, of course, the Mexican food's awesome.
That's what I was saying the other day. I was like, you know, they had all those jokes saying, oh, there's going to be a taco truck on every corner. And
fucking hopefully.
that was the conversation in, like, Southern California. We were just like, well, that's fucking every day. I mean, there's taco trucks, like, blocks from my apartment, and they're fantastic. You know, it's authentic Mexican food. The lady doesn't even She doesn't even speak English. You just walk up and you say burrito. She just goes yes, and then makes you a burrito, and you barely finish it because it's so massive.
I know. I'll finish it.
Yeah,
it's going in.
You try to, man, but it's like they got every Mediterranean food.
I'm a picky eater anyway, so like I just the pizza being fucked up is just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the best pizza I ever had there was at a BJ's, which is like a commercial restaurant, you know?
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, what you like order like Pizza Hut's probably top 3 pizza that I've had there, and it's just like these are like commercial places.
That's just the same shit everywhere.
Exactly, you know.
Fucking like what about other like weird shit like how like the East Coast has like crab night and we have like wing night here. Do like they do that shit there?
Oh, that's a good question, man. They have all kinds of things like that. I'm just trying to think of a few examples. Mostly drink specials, I think, because a lot of people drink.
Well, like things like fish tacos are like more popular there too.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just because I think a lot of places are just so.
They don't really have dive bars like we do.
Yeah, or it's just like so like mom and pop, where it's just like you can't really afford to be like, hey, we're gonna sell you wings for 10 cents.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I don't know, man. There's just so many options. There's just so many places that really the only way to differ yourself is like through your product. You know, it just doesn't matter. Like, no one's gonna go to your store if your tacos are shit compared to the lady across the street. You know, because it's like, I don't know, you just have to make good stuff. But, yeah, but
there's a lot of competition.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of small businesses.
Yeah.
See, I'd like that.
Oh, that's why it's cooler. I mean, that's when I was in Eugene last year. Dude, I mean, there's so much cool shit. And Eugene's a small, I mean, it's a city, but it's not big. But it's kind of like, you can go to Portland, it's fucking insane. It's like LA. There's just shit to do everywhere.
Everything's
So
walking.
I was thinking like Colorado maybe even.
Colorado would be awesome. Aspen, I heard it's cool. Like
Boulder, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Boulder, I heard it's real fucking cool.
Everything's walking distance, man. Like, I could walk to the grocery store, walk to the laundromat, walk to the barber shop, you know, walk to the gas station, although that's pointless.
Do you have a car there?
No, I walk everywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I live a mile from where I work, so it takes me 25 minutes.
You gotta put the Velcro down, dude. That thing's gonna pick it up and drive everyone. I'm sorry.
I didn't even know it was on.
Oh yeah, I don't tell anyone.
Oh.
It makes it's real.
Yeah, I had no idea it was even on. I thought we were just bullshitting.
That's how we do it.
Yeah. Surprise. No, fucking, that's pretty cool. Like, see, everybody thinks of it as like this big spanning thing. But I think it's more like a bunch of fucking, a million people crammed into a small area that makes everything seem bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're definitely right about that.
Like, I think, like, public transportation would be a thriving industry there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially now, because I know in Glendale, where I live, they just threw up a bunch of new housing, and I think they estimated, like, next year there's going to be, like, an additional 33,000 people coming in. I mean, it's a lot of people coming in. They threw up a bunch of housing right in kind of the main area. It's nice, too. It's real expensive. There's a couple apartments in this area called the Americana, which is just like a, I don't even know what you could call it, like a marketplace type central area where pretty much everything, you can go clothes, food, movies, crafts, kind of whatever you want to do in this area. It's a really nice area. And they have apartments right above it. Mm-hmm. You can look out your window and see the fountain that they have. And the prices there are lucrative. I think I looked up that some of the apartments, like the main suites, are like $9,000 a month.
Ugh.
Yeah. And it's just...
I just want a job that pays me $9,000 a month. That would be fucking
Well, that's the thing. You do get paid that shit, like out there in New York, but then everything else is so... It just evens out to...
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you want to live like in Los Angeles or San Francisco or something, and you want to live comfortably, you need to be making it more than six figures. Like you need to be making like
it's crazy.
You need to be making like $150 to $200 a year if you want to live like I shouldn't say comfortably. I mean, if you make 100 G's, you're gonna live comfortably.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be kind of that typical like, hey, or not, I shouldn't say it's atypical. Hey, we can just blow money on this type of thing. Like, oh, let's just take a vacation, just buy it type of mentality. I mean, if you're making less than 200 G's, like, forget about it.
No, like just like the average person. What's the average there? Like, what's the average here? Like between like 20 and 25,000.
Oh, definitely.
Something like that.
Definitely.
Oh,
20 grand because I think we're poor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find entry level positions like accepting fresh out of college, even accepting high school degrees. You'll see entry level positions 45 to 55,000.
Ooh,
entry level.
I would just live in a small area, like an hour out.
You could just live. You could just live in Compton, and just be in fear for your life every weekend.
Yeah.
But like gangster,
at entry level though, I mean, like that shit here in this area, like, that's decent money.
That's
you know what I mean? You know,
the ideal income for this area is $70,000 to live extremely comfortably.
Yeah, 60 to 70
for
that
like
makes
a four-member family.
Yeah.
That makes sense because, as I mentioned, you know, like you want 200. Like I said, living in these areas, you want like 200 G's, and pretty much like general housing is going to be about 3 times expensive. Actually, close to 4. Because, like I said, like a kind of just like a run-of-the-mill apartment in Weirton, like 2-bedroom, it's going to be 500
with utilities.
Yeah, so you're looking at like $250 a person, you know, and like my current apartment is 2-bedroom, $1,850. So $925 a person. So you're looking at almost 4 times as expensive.
Ugh.
So you need to be making, you know, 4 times the money.
Ugh.
It's not in apartments in Weirton. It's not always 400.
No.
With utilities included. Mine was 450. Utilities not included.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, it was so expensive to live there. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why we did it for as long as we did.
Because you were attached to it.
Yeah, it's kind of, you could do whatever.
Man, but when I think of like 450, I'm just like, that's nice.
It's crazy, but like it's.
I don't think that's
it evens out just because in the area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you're not putting money into gas anymore. You know what I mean?
As
like
much.
Little shit like that.
Yeah.
Well,
really
No, that adds
like,
up, man. You don't even realize it.
Oh yeah. Freaking. I just transferred to Steubenville and I'm gonna save a shit ton in gas.
Yeah.
But when you live in a city where everything is like pretty much flat,
yeah.
so that's why mostly you can go walk to work or walk to the store,
Or
you know
at
what I
least
mean?
bicycle.
Or bicycle, absolutely.
'Cause that's better than sitting in traffic.
Right.
I bet that's a fucking nightmare, isn't it?
Man, oh, dude, just let me tell you my story about flying in here, dude. So I originally, I was gonna red-eye Friday night, get here Saturday morning. But my work is just a huge pain in the ass, and taking paid time off is, you know, you got to make sure your work's, you know, caught up to speed. So I got out of work, you know, kind of in the evening. I didn't get out as early as I had hoped. And, you know, running home, didn't even have time to do laundry. I'm just throwing dirty clothes into a book bag. There's just like, I'm like, I don't have time to grab socks. I'll buy some when I get home. I'm like, I was like, you know, utilities, like, oh, there's a stick of deodorant. Is it new? Is it old? I don't know. I should clean my room, but I don't have time. So I packed in 90 seconds, ran out, got in the car, realized some of the shit I had didn't even fit in my book bag, so I just had to leave it in my friend's car. So we're racing. I mean, from my apartment to LAX, maybe 30 minutes, like, no traffic. It took us like an hour and a half. I'm on the phone with Delta, like, look, I'm gonna miss my flight. What are my options? And they're just like, none. You screwed. So I get to the airport and I'm like, listen, I missed my flight. You know, I didn't even tell them that I talked on the phone because then I figured, oh, you already talked on the phone. We're not taking care of you. She's like, do I have any options for standby? They're like, no standby options. they're like, you're gonna have to get a new ticket. So I bought a ticket for 9:15 a.m. the next day, for $500, and
Did they on top of the ticket you originally bought?
yeah, I didn't get reimbursed for the other ticket.
Oh, that sucks.
The saving
Isn't that
grace.
terrible?
Well, the saving grace is that ticket equaled out to like $120 because it was bought like 3 months in advance.
I really can't even believe you came home. Because if it would have
I'd
been
fucking-
me, it would have been me. I'd have been calling mom and been like, sorry, sorry.
See you at Christmas.
Well, I was pissed, but it was funny because I was on the way there. The writing was on the wall. I was like, "There's no way I'm making this fight unless like God is real and presents a miracle." But I get on Facebook and I see my girlfriend had posted a picture of us from when we were on the beach. She was so excited. She's like, "He's flying home today." And I was like, man, how funny would it be if I just commented on it like, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, because at the time, I hadn't texted her to say, like, hey, got bad news. I think an airplane's leaving without me in it. Because I was like I said, I mean, I'm running a mile a minute. I'm just like trying to, get there as fast as I can.
That's true too. I didn't even think of that. You have different reasons why you'd be in trouble.
Then what I wanted to do was, but I was looking through Facebook because I was thinking like, dude, like Mark Zuckerberg, like he'll probably do anything for money. So I was like, there's got to be an option to like make myself die on Facebook to see like, I figured there'd be like deceased, so that's like a Facebook of a dead person, and that was my next plan was like, can I make myself deceased? And then then I just won't text anybody, and they'll just think like he's killed. But
why?
it's just, man.
To get him out of work, I missed my flight. This is why. I didn't make it there. I didn't miss my flight. It crashed.
That was exactly it.
I'm dead now.
Yeah, like
For like another week. It's a fucked up. I was going to climb out of that fucking plane.
I was on an island for 3
I didn't
years.
have a goddamn reception. That's why it took a week for me to get a hold of y'all of you.
Yeah, but, I mean, you got it. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking about it. But so anyway, traffic's insane. I missed my flight. I'm just like, I was thinking that too. I was like, man, I'm just not going home. $500 for a ticket. I was just like, I'm just gonna go home and probably just try to get hit by a bus or something. But so I buy the ticket. I can't go home. I just spent all my money on a plane ticket. I can't. Taxis are from the airport like $100.
Ugh.
Uber would probably been like 30 or 40. And I had to be back there in the morning anyway, so I was like, I'm just gonna stay at the airport. Have you ever been to LAX?
No.
Dude, okay.
I've never left Ohio.
Oh, well.
I mean, I've gone to like the beach and shit, but
Here's the thing with LAX, man. It's like the division between lower and upper class of parts of LAX. Like when you're in the terminal, like if you go to Pittsburgh Airport, they've got places you can sit down and eat. They've got chairs everywhere for the terminal. So if you're waiting to pick someone up, you can sit down. LAX terminals don't have that, man. They have, I mean, literally, like if you try, all the seats are for people with disabilities. They have like 10 seats in the whole terminal, and you only sit there if you're disabled. Your options are to sit on the windowsill. So, it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm starving. I shouldn't say starving, but I'm hungry. There's no food. I can't find anywhere that's like open. All the places that were in the terminal are already closed. I think I walked like 5 miles out of LAX before I found a pizza shop and just got pizza. It was like, I got back at 1 a.m. I'd been walking for like 3.5 hours. Sleep from 1 to 3. And then just wait.
How do you sleep in public? Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, I had been up since 4 a.m.
That's true.
So
You don't know him either.
Yeah, that's true. Slept in the terminal for 2 hours. Finally put my ticket at 5. I get into the gate, and it's just like I said, it's like walking. It's like being in upper class now, because it's like there's like bathrooms within eye distance and chairs and places, purveyors of resources. And
Please, sir. I'm hungry.
And it's so funny because here I am like bitching like, I just want like a cup of coffee and breakfast. I ended up just getting KFC for breakfast at 6 in the morning.
Because fuck me.
Yeah, I just got potato wedges and macaroni and cheese. But
be honest, you're an adult. You can do that in the morning anyway.
Yeah. I don't, who the fuck's telling me I can't get KFC?
What did I have the other day?
I'm 24.
Oh, it was the day after my kid's birthday, and I walked into the kitchen. It was like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm getting I pull out a bowl like I'm getting cereal, and I open up the thing of cake and throw it in the bowl and dump milk onto it. And Ruby's looking at me. I'm like, breakfast cake.
You should have thrown it in the blender.
Smoothie.
I sat there and I ate cake out of a bowl of milk like it's cereal.
Yeah, that's
fucking psychopath.
Yeah, that's like borderline pathetic.
It's fucking delicious is what it is.
Probably was. What kind of cake was it?
Yeah.
It's white cake.
Are you
Like
surprised
vanilla?
you're not allowed
Yeah.
to eat sugar anymore?
Yeah, that's fucking not going well. I'm not
Are
happy.
you so like? I mean,
Yeah, that,
you just ate cake out of a bowl with milk.
that was before that diagnosis.
I kind of figured, but like, still, are you surprised?
Yeah, sorry, Doc. That was before the test.
You eat a lot of sugar?
What's the last
No.
meal you had? Well, I had some cake.
No, here's the best part.
I ate it as cereal.
She ordered blood work, and I walked out there, and the receptionist was going to set it up, and she's like, have you eaten anything today? I was like, I had 2 cups of coffee and an Adderall. She's like, all right, well, we'll reschedule that.
Yeah. By the way, on the list of things not good for your liver, uppers and caffeine.
Yeah, well,
He's prescribed uppers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a legitimate diagnosis, take all the Adderall you want, man.
oh, that's delicious.
Live your dreams.
I do. I hear my hair grow. What's left of it.
Yeah, man, Adderall's great. I just wake up in a bad mood the next day.
I don't, because I never quit taking it. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah, that's one way of going about it.
He told me not to take it on Sundays. I'm like,
Why? Why Sunday? Because it's God's day?
no. Well, the weekend. He told me don't take it when I'm not working.
Oh, okay.
I work 6 days a week.
I just thought maybe there was a thing in the Bible with, like,
I think he
like
thinks
pills.
that'll help me not become addicted to it somehow.
Yeah, man.
I don't have an addictive personality anyway.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like getting addicted to Adderall would be, like, pretty shitty, too.
I smoked for 14 years and I just put it down and never picked it back up.
That's good. That's pretty impressive. I was talking about that today, how, man, if there's anything that is just shitty to get addicted to, it's gotta be cigarettes, man.
Oh, it's the absolute worst.
Because I was like,
You've quit 3 times since I quit.
that's what I was...
I have.
Because that's what I was saying. I think, like, if you look at other things like, you know, drinking or marijuana, you know, if you do those things recreationally or in moderation, at least you could point to, hey, the first time I did it, I felt great.
Yeah.
But it's like when you look at, yeah, the first time I smoked cigarettes, well, I barfed, and then I was in a really pissed off mood because I felt terrible. And then, yeah, now I just do them every day.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
It wasn't any, like, I didn't feel any, like, it wasn't any, like, head change either. Like,
No, it's like an abusive relationship.
yeah, it really is. Because the other 2 things, drinking, smoking, put it down anytime I want.
Yeah.
Anytime, walk away from it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
She's
you
like,
can-
how much
Anytime I wanted to.
She asked me how much I drink. I'm like, I don't know, like 3 a week. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like, just ask yourself, like, if you had to get a new job and you had to pass, like, a drug test, and let's, for the sake of the argument, say they were testing for alcohol, too, you could easily say, like, well, I'm not gonna drink for the next month till I pass my drug test.
Yeah.
But, like, then ask yourself, like, could you do that with cigarettes? I don't know, you know?
Oh, I could.
I'd try to tell myself, and then I would have, like, a lot of one here.
Yeah.
It just depends. Everything...
Well, you work in retail, so that's gonna be impossible. It's the environment, it's the setting. I mean, how are you going to quit smoking when half your coworkers are saying, "Hey, we're going out for a cigarette break"?
I don't go
for a month.
I don't go sit with people really. I go sit in my car. So, you're right. I mean, that makes it harder. It's more stress. But it's really, if I would just say, see, I've done this. I've told you this before. Well, you did the same thing. I didn't drink for a week.
I didn't. I quit for like a month just talking. I knew I had a hold of myself.
You know what though? It wasn't when I started to drink again. When I was just like, it was really like it was sober thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I started drinking one night, I was like, give me a cigarette. Because I'd always thought of it.
Yeah, people always do.
I already thought of it that day.
Mm-hmm. But when you're drinking, it becomes okay.
A good idea.
You only have
But, like,
one.
it's definitely going to be... That's why I was, like, the first time... When me and you quit around the same time.
Yeah.
When I went, like, 6 fucking months. Like, 6 months is officially quit.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
So, like, I fucking...
After the 4th week, you're done.
I did it. But then, like, oh, man.
That's the thing with alcohol, though. Like you said, you have the sober thought, and then by the time you're intoxicated, it's now a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, earlier in the day when you haven't showered and your glasses are crooked and you look kind of like a pedophile, you know, you would pretty much just keep to yourself. However, at the bar, you see that, look at that cute girl. Yeah. Hey, I promise I don't fuck kids. You know? Like, that's essentially what you have to convince her.
Yeah.
But you're intoxicated, so I fucking didn't do it any time of the day, dude.
Yeah. See, I had to totally just stay away from alcohol because I knew I was 3 drinks away from just I had a long day.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I deserve this.
Yeah.
I just gotta... See, I have been putting off doing it. Because it's not so much... the urges are there. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's being around other people doing it that you have the smell and you're just like, shit.
That's
and
exactly.
it stinks.
That's
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Eventually it does. It stinks. Like, but I'm just like, fuck. And then that's when, like, you've had a couple drinks. And that's where it's like, oh, it's so good. It smells so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I'm talking about. The setting.
And it sucks because when I quit for 6 months, I was still living in the apartment where we smoked in. And it was fucking hard. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, you
Like,
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
and then when we
smell
got
I
it down
hate,
here, I was like, that's when we first moved down here. I was like, that's when I'll quit. And I did. I think I did. We got down here in September last year. And around December or January, I quit. And it only lasted like a month, maybe 2 months.
So,
Because my
so you
mi-
broke the physical addiction and the mental
It
addiction.
may not even have been a month or 2. It
Really?
may have been like I don't recall it being very long. It may have only been like a month. But, I don't think... Because I thought, well, we don't smoke in the house, so it would probably be easy. It would have been, but my mind... I wasn't really like... I
Weren't
wasn't
ready
as
for it?
I wasn't ready for it. It was just because we're here now.
A lot of it too, with any addiction, is gonna be, mindset or lifestyle.
Yeah.
How come you never turn on the news and you see, Wall Street or 1%ers going down at a massive drug raid? You never see that. Why? Because their lives rule, and so so they're not addicted to drugs. They probably do blow, I would say, potentially daily. I have a story about like a New York businessman who confirmed that, by the way, that they all just do wild shit like that.
Like the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had my experience. I met this dude in, like, back in college, like in an internship, and like we were working for this guy. We went to his office where they have like happy hour. It's like Thursday, 4 p.m. They're like, you guys want to drink? They're free for an hour. Like this, like this is New York, and like
I could put away some booze in an hour.
yeah. So and then he comes down, to our university, and we're giving him a tour of the city and everything, and he's just like, oh, it all started. He goes like, where do you drink here? And we're trying to think like, oh, where would this guy want to go in Morgantown, West Virginia? It's just a giant shitter. And we're trying to think of like the nicest place. He goes, I'll go to any dive bar. I don't care. So later on in the night, I mean, he's like asking us, questions like, hey, you guys like smoke? I want to smoke like a joint. And, I didn't smoke, a lot of the people were in the class, they didn't smoke, but no one was like, it's not
Not being a
unusual.
prude about it.
Yeah, it's marijuana, dude. And so, like, he got his hand on marijuana somehow, and then he's like, "What? I want to do blow now." He's like, "Where can I get blow?" And he asked me, and I'm like, "Dude, I definitely don't know where you like, listen, man, like, this is coming from the guy who, like, when I smell cigarette smoke, I'm like, ugh. Like, you know, like, I don't know where to get any of that shit." And then I saw Wolf of Wall Street a year later, and I was just like, I've witnessed that type of behavior. but that's what I'm saying. Like, with addiction, like, you never see those guys going down.
No,
never.
Because they're not addicted. It just enhances their life. But it doesn't matter, you know, if they could be like, if they don't get blow that day, they're just gonna go out on their ship or their boat.
They're gonna get something else.
I say ship like they're pirates.
Or they'll get they'll get something else exactly.
But
like watching them pop lewds that entire fucking movie.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
But when you look at the opposite end of the spectrum, and it's poor people, like, they have to get high because their lives suck. And if they're not high, they're just like, well, I might as well die because my life is miserable. I have 7 kids. They all have mullets. You know, like, I'm living, you know, I'm just like, there's a lady pushing her kid in a Kroger buggy down Main Street.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, we are the epitome of white trash. At least I can go do PCP. And, you know, life's okay for the next 12 hours. I'm just really hot and thirsty.
You would not believe the amount of buggies people have in their yards.
Oh, dude. That with the lady pushing the kid in a Kroger buggy, that wasn't, like, improv comedy. That was, like, witnessed it in my car one day, and I carry it with me.
Yeah, he's lived here most of his life.
Yeah. It's my little cross to bear.
No, I mean, like,
witnessing that.
Because I'm a mailman. So,
hell
like,
yeah,
I'm
dude.
seeing this shit constantly.
Dude.
And I'm low man on the pole, which means they send me to the ghetto every time.
Hell yeah, man. That's what
but you're the mailman on the wrong side of the river.
That's exactly what I would request, though. I'd be like, give me
I'm in Steubenville.
I'd be like, give me what areas are white trash? Those are mine. I want, like,
I got the white trash, buddy.
Dude, they're the funniest, man.
Well, I would just those are my people.
Oh yeah, I can do those people.
Dude, white trash is
They
hilarious.
send me to the ghetto.
Hell yeah, dude.
No.
You gotta prove yourself.
Dude, I'm a giant, bald, white guy. I look like I'm part of a club, and not the right kind of club to be in the ghetto.
I don't know, dude. You look more bowling club to me.
Well, obviously.
Like, I didn't mean that club. I meant the bowling club.
Yeah.
You silly.
Oh, God. Yeah. People suck here. I think that was the gist of the story.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I just...
Dude, we got on rich people's addiction versus poor people's addiction, and then something about a buggy and...
Oh, white trash. I try to talk about white trash as much as I can.
We can talk white trash.
Because it's wonderful.
Scared of them.
It's wonderful. I'm not scared of them. Yeah, by the way, fuck white trash. I'm not scared of them.
Fight you anytime, pussy.
Yeah, dude. Fight you and your pregnant daughter.
And her fucking mullet.
Give her another black eye. I don't give a shit.
God.
I don't really.
It's got 2 more for me.
A little bit. See, like, me and Ruby will say shit like that to each other. Like, she'll just say something messing with me, and I'm like, well, that's how domestic violence happens.
Oh, man.
She's funnier than I am, and that's not fair.
I think I met her, because I haven't seen... I think I met Ruby once.
Probably.
I'm sure you probably have.
Because I haven't seen you in a few years.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, so I think when I met you, I met her probably at his old place.
I think you've met him before he was even with Ruby.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe, I don't know. I
Me
don't
and
know.
Ruby have only been together like half a decade or something like that.
4
Yeah.
or 5 years, I think you guys have been together.
We don't keep count because we're not.
Yeah, I really don't remember the first time I meet people unless they make like a big impact, so.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I'll try harder next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like a little tip for you. You know, you're not exactly like a good first impression.
No.
No, it's just
No, he's a listen.
I was joking. I'm being.
Weren't we talking about it last week?
Yeah.
You're a terrible person.
I wasn't being sincere, man. I was just messing.
No, I get it.
Now both of us are.
I'm just messing though. I have no knack.
This is the first time I met him was I already told this story, but I'm going to tell my brother now. So it's been 2 consecutive weeks I've told this story.
But it's because it didn't haunt me for about 3 days afterwards, just thinking about the horrid piece of emo shit.
You had forgotten about it.
Yeah, I did. I put it way back there.
Way deep.
When you and Mom and Dad went to Cooperstown to the Hall of Fame.
That was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Someone had brought him. It was me and Chris and Ryan were there, and I can't remember. Someone brought him. They were coming to hang out with us, but also brought him. Okay, so I met him in our living room, or Mom and Dad's living room.
Yeah,
that's where I met him, and how did you have a guitar? I gave you mine.
Don't know, dude. Someone was
playing. Listen, someone was playing mine. I'm pretty sure, and then you.
I might have been there with Jeff.
I think that's who. Yeah, I think that is either or. Was Corey Morgan there?
Maybe.
Someone brought you, but it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure it was my guitar, and we were just fucking around, and then you started playing. You started playing, and then you started playing your "Fuck You" song. It was called
"Someone Hurt Me."
So it's a song you wrote.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh god, that can never end
awful.
well.
Like I was still my first year playing guitar too.
Yeah, and you wrote your first song.
And it was like,
and I was hurt.
that never ends good.
Like it was my first real.
It wasn't even
heartbreak.
called "Fuck You." It was called "Fuck You" song. I think.
I'm
pretty sure that's what it was.
There's no shame in that though. Because
there's shame in that.
No, because I mean, if you go to anybody or any type of creator, whether it be art or music or comedy, like when you look at their old shit, it's just bad.
Always
bad.
But it wasn't that. It wasn't that I was like, this dude's playing a guitar. What a dick! Like that's not why. It was
just like this guy's an emo piece of shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this dude. That's cool. That's cool. He's doing this, but like he is probably a douchebag.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have been incorrect. Now I'm gonna drink my feelings, and tonight they taste like High Life.
Okay. You've come a long way.
Yeah. I'm better.
You've come so far that you have cirrhosis. That's pretty far.
It's not cirrhosis. It's just a little fatty liver disease.
We all got our demons. Don't worry.
I don't even drink that much. That's what pissed me off.
That is crazy. Don't drink that.
Like I eat like shit so much that I fucked up my liver.
That's what did.
Yeah.
That is what did it to you. Sorry to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
That sucks, but
you're like 1 in 10,000 people who get cirrhosis of the liver from garlic breadsticks.
Ow. No, like it's the gods.
Vince, maybe you should quit drinking. Well, it's breadsticks.
I quit sugar, so that's cool.
Oh, you're not an alcoholic?
No, dude.
No, I just eat a shitload of garlic breadsticks.
Yeah.
You're fucked up.
Well, bet. She said it's from eating like a lot of like red meat.
Deep fried ranch balls.
Tuesdays, I call it.
Yeah, midnight snack.
Dan, you know what sucks? I was like kind of staying away from red meat a lot, and then when I became a meat cutter, I like eat it all the time. Because when you cut it and you're just like look at it and you're like, damn, that looks good.
Meat's delicious.
Yeah, dude, I'm all about it. But I like.
You don't even eat meat anymore.
No, but it's.
I don't eat meat anymore.
Well,
don't do this to me.
Well, to tell you the truth, man, I have a lot of dietary restrictions. There's a lot. I can't even drink coffee anymore.
Why?
I don't know what the scientific reasoning is because I don't have the enough care to figure out what my problem is. But I'll just get acid reflux so terribly. And like I said, even with coffee, like I used to kind of drink my coffee with a little bit of cream and sugar. I was like, all right, maybe if I get rid of that and drink it black. So I drink it black, still doesn't work.
It's really
burns
acidic.
the hell out of my throat. So I just had to switch to tea. Same thing with meat. Like,
It was giving you acid reflux?
I'll still get it from time to time if I don't watch what I eat. 2, 3 in the morning, just unable to sleep, in pain. So, but I mean, the thing is, like, I still think, I'm not going to tell people, like, oh, meat's not delicious. Because I don't think meat's delicious. I know it's delicious. Because I've eaten it before. So, I mean, what do you do to compromise? Because it's like, after I've been doing it for 2 years.
What about chicken?
Nothing, dude.
Really?
None of it. But like I said, I've been doing it 2 years, so how do you compromise? Do you wake up in the morning and you drink the hot dog water from night before? What do you do? So
that doesn't sound good at all.
well, no, that's the
I know that's the joke, but
yeah, hot dog water. Anyway, but
Milk stick.
milk steak and your finest order of jelly beans.
raw, please.
Yeah, but so I used to make fun of it all the time, like, oh, the fake meat. Like, I'm never eating that shit, man.
You're doing it.
Do you really eat tofu and shit?
I bought the fake chicken, and it's made from like some whole wheat thing, and soy. And I swear to God, it's tasty. And I gave it to my friend, who my friend is like adamant, like, or my roommate adamant, like, I'm gonna eat red meat. I'm gonna cook steaks. I'm going out and I'm getting a double bacon cheeseburger. Like, he's adamant. I made him try. He was I'm not trying that shit.
He drinks scotch, so like he's serious about it.
Yeah. So I
I'm
was
switching to whiskey soon, so I get it.
So I made him do it, and he was like, that actually doesn't taste far from chicken.
See, I'm getting used to stevia.
Some of the things are better. The fake chicken and the fake fish, I swear I can't tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah, I did like the fake meatballs. I could definitely tell the
What
difference
is
with
it?
those.
Just like is it just
It's all soy.
soy?
And I mean, it has its problems because soy is usually super processed. So it's not exactly like if anyone tries to tell you, like, oh, you fake chicken, like, you could throw that curveball at them. You'd be like, well, did you know how processed it is? And they probably, if they're trying to convince you that it's healthy, they won't know what the fuck you're talking about. Unless they're eating like straight vegetables. But
I don't know.
Which most of them aren't.
no, dude. People would always ask me, like, how do you get your protein? I don't think they understand that I can eat, like, what are there's 3 sizes of peanut butter. There's like the 24-ounce medium-sized ones that Walmart has a 5-pound jug that I usually buy. And then there's like a 10-ounce little baby one. And I can eat the 10-ounce one. I can eat that in a day.
Really?
I can eat that in 4 hours. I could probably eat an entire little jar of peanut. I could eat one right now. Right in front of you.
Peanut butter's the best.
It is, dude. That's how I get my protein.
I'm about that life. Fucking.
What's up, players?
Hey. Man. I don't know if I can go. Could you not do meat ever again?
No.
Dude, same thing with you were talking about, like, giving up smoking. How
Sorry.
Hey, girl.
you were talking about smoking, how after the first 4 weeks you're kind of there. Same thing. I mean, I remember the first few weeks that I did it. The first day that I did it, I went to a Chinese buffet, and I'm just like, God, what do I even pick? And you're really hungry. You're just like, you don't feel full. You just learn. I don't know. Like, it just gets easier. Like, after the first month, it was just at that point it was habit, and so it was just like, this is what I do. It's easy.
I don't know. See, I would relapse. Fuck my acid reflux.
Man, it's, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
He quit meat because he was getting acid reflux.
Okay.
We're talking about quitting things. Like,
I'm talking about quitting life.
right? Like, I might if I
You
had,
know, thanks for saying that, because that's what I was gonna say.
like, if, so I get acid reflux, but like, I had this tendency of just eating really, really spicy meals like a half hour before bed, because that's for some reason.
A good idea.
Yeah,
Well, stop doing that.
that's my favorite time to
fucking
eat big
problem
meals.
solved.
Yeah.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
mine is so ridiculous. I'll eat like a handful of wheat thins and get acid reflux from.
Jesus!
Fuck
You
that
didn't start like eating Tums or something.
Yeah, dude, nothing like a good antiacid to start off my day.
Yeah. Chalk. Chew on a piece of fucking chalk. Sounds delicious.
For real though, jeez.
Tums and barium.
Ugh. Is that how you start off every morning?
Yeah, why would I drink barium though? Doesn't all that do? Doesn't it just like color your organs so you can get a CAT scan?
Yeah. Don't do that.
I don't think it gives nutritional value.
I think you guys are on the wrong shit.
Yeah, I start my day off with a fresh cup of barium and jog a mile. Never felt better.
I'm peeing orange.
Yeah, my organs are nice and bright.
Alright, $1 million. Whoever figures out what the fuck that smell is in this kitchen.
You can't find the smell? I ain't ready for
Yeah,
this.
I ain't fucking ready for this either, because I don't want it to be a goddamn thing.
I don't even smell it. My sense of smell is
Alright,
terrible.
Maybe my nose.
I didn't smell anything either. So I was thinking about doing this thing. I got the idea from SNL, kind of. I want to play drunken douchebag bingo on Halloween. Like, I want to make a bingo card that has like all the douchiest costume ideas. I'm gonna go bar to bar and try to get bingo. If you'd be down with that
Where?
When?
for Halloween.
On Halloween?
Like douchey costumes.
Yeah.
Like you would go as like an electrical outlet. And
No,
you would go as a
I'm not
fly-
dressing up. I'm gonna go to a bar and I'm gonna see how many douchey costumes I can get and try to get bingo.
Oh, like you're gonna people watch.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So what would your douchey costumes be?
Like the Crow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a very...
Laid out.
Or like a guy in a banana suit?
Husky Harley Quinn. Cause you know it's coming.
Oh, you know it.
That's what I'm going for Halloween.
That weird mix of the cartoon Mark Hamill Joker and Heath Ledger Joker. So you know someone's gonna do that because they don't have hair. What other ones would there be? Like Slutty Nurse.
That's
gonna
every
happen.
year.
Yeah.
That's just slutty noun.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Slutty. It could be like free space. It'd be the center.
Yeah,
square.
that'll be your that'll
slutty
be
noun.
slutty. Then in parentheses the word noun.
Found a slutty G.I. Joe. I got bingo.
Yeah, dude, you can find a slutty fork.
Slut. I'm not gonna get any further.
But I don't know. I always liked Halloween. I always had some pretty good.
Oh no,
costumes.
I like Halloween.
I thought I was gonna get my ass beat one year for Halloween because I went to a party and there were a bunch of southern-oriented folk there, and I was dressed as dude. I don't even know what the hell. It was like demon princess or something.
You were dressed?
Yeah, man. I had like a 4-inch skirt on and like some ridiculous blouse and like horns, and I was just like, God, I'm probably gonna get jumped. But I don't know. Most people were cool with it. I just looked like a $2 whore.
Ugh.
And that's my thing, though. It's just like, yeah, I'll go as a woman.
You should be comfortable with that.
Many of my costumes for Halloween have been females. Like,
So,
I was
like-
a dead cheerleader once when I was 13 when I came up with that.
I think that's one of those things that everybody should experience in their lives.
Being a woman,
Cross-dressing.
hell yeah, dude.
And
I'm doing
like
it right now.
shave your head once in your life. Cause it's. I remember I shaved my head for the first time before I even lost my hair, and it was just something you should check off because it feels weird.
Hey, you gotta try. You gotta give everything at least
Yeah,
one
it
shot.
It does
yeah.
feel weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was in 6th grade the last time I did it. 6th or 8th grade.
Yeah, I've had some high and tights. I've had some Marine Corps haircuts. So.
Can I add black tar heroin to that list of things you need to do?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
I've already
I mean, this
discussed
was like
that.
number 7. But
Yeah, number 7. Not exactly top priority.
it's not top 5,
top priority,
but it's on there.
But you'd like to get it done before your 30s.
Yeah.
Like if you're pushing 30 and you haven't had it done, you kind of run out of time crunch at that point.
I think like hallucinogens are on that list.
Suicide's got to be on. It's got to be the last.
Yeah,
It's got to be the
it's
last
That
thing.
should be the first thing you try. That's number one.
I talk about killing myself a lot.
Well,
Why?
because this isn't very fucking fun. This whole thing we got going on, not fun.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I feel I'm all right. I'm not bad.
What's the deal with existing?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, but I mean, it's fun to talk about fucking ending it.
Oh yeah,
It's really fun.
Oh, yeah, dude, as brutally as you can.
Oh,
Ending your own.
as soon as as soon as they give me that cirrhosis diagnosis, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Dude. That was the game I used to play at work, was just like, what horrible ways can I think of ending my life, just to tell my coworkers, like, oh, I'm gonna go deep fry my head, or, I'm gonna tie piano wire around my neck, gorilla glue my hands to my head, and jump off a building and decapitate myself. Well, that's not exactly a new thing. You put the piano wire around your neck, you glue your hands to your head, and you hang yourself. It looks like you pulled your head off.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's how it's done.
That's how the pioneers did
Because
it.
if you're gonna do it, be a spectacle.
Yes.
Or you can do what all the people do when they mean to say commit seppuku, but they say Sudoku. Seppuku. Like seppuku, when the samurais they dishonored, they stabbed themselves with their sword, but people will be like, oh, like Sudoku. I know, Sudoku, that's a Japanese number game. It's very different.
I didn't know what the sword one was called, but I've never made that connection.
I'm fairly certain it's seppuku. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it, but Sepukku. I'm pretty sure. Ryan, you might
What's
know.
the harikari?
Arikari, that was when they Japanese would crash planes purposely.
No,
like
that's a kamikaze.
That's kamikaze.
I'm pretty sure that's Arikari though.
Oh,
Maybe
I thought
Harikari's
harikari
probably-
was a dishonor thing too.
maybe you're right,
Got
dude.
yourself.
kamikaze is when you crash a plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan, I think you're right because I typed in Arikari and it brought up seppuku, and I misspelled it, by the way. It's two P's, SEPP, and one K, SEPPUKU.
So they're the same thing,
Yeah, so
maybe.
yeah, I think you're right. Oh yeah. Ritual suicide by disembowelment practiced by the Japanese samurai,
Okay.
formally decreed by court. Yeah, so I guess they must be synonymous. I apologize to my
Well,
for my
you sound foolish in front of 45 people.
I think we're okay.
for my lack of Japanese. I mean, at least I didn't call seppuku Sudoku, and at least I'm not a weeaboo.
What? No, I didn't even know what seppuku was. So
Yeah, man.
you were a step ahead of me.
Yeah, well, you
I
need
still
a-
don't know what Aleppo is. So
Oh yeah,
no, I'm just as bad as Gary Johnson.
what's a lipo, dude?
What the fuck's Aleppo? When I was reading it, I wasn't even pronouncing it right in my head. Lipo?
yeah.
What the fuck is a lipo?
Remember that Aleppo?
Did Nazi get kicked out of there?
Hey, pissed all over.
That's what I would do. When I get the full blown cirrhosis, I'm just gonna start peeing on things.
I have a medical condition, sir.
Yeah, I'm just hosing down the front door of a police station.
Excuse me.
I'm disabled.
I have the sticker in my car.
I'm gonna put it on a lanyard around.
like a backstage pass. Be like, oh, it's great. I put it on my lanyard. I get the line at Taco Bell.
I get the front of the line everywhere. Yeah. I just do it. Like, what am I gonna do? I have the card.
Yeah, man, you could just pull the Sunny, try to get on welfare.
What if you're addicted to crack?
Yeah, what we just need to get. Yeah, you would have to be the addict then, because he's the one with the disease. Be like, hi, this is my friend. He has cirrhosis. We'd
We'd like some welfare, please.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you could just straight up on signing, like you said, but take Ruby and hi, and put a helmet on, this is my retarded wife. Because Dennis was this is my retarded sister.
Yeah. While we're on the topic,
We'd like some welfare, please.
While we're on the topic of just stealing funny things, funny people have already said.
Yeah.
Cirrhosis reminds me of joke Greg Giraldo made of the David Hasselhoff roast, where David Hasselhoff got knighted by the Queen. And he goes, she dubbed you cirrhosis of liver.
Because that was his roast was like right after that.
The video of him eating a burger.
That was the other. He's like, I forget. He played in Heckle and Hyde, or Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, and he goes, yeah, you were great in that. You played a guy who drank something and turned into a raging asshole. What impressive range. He goes, I can't wait for your next big role, washed up drunken cheeseburger eater. Yeah, that Greg Giraldo was great. I loved him.
I missed that guy.
Yeah,
He
he was.
just died this week. Kevin Meaney died.
Kevin Meaney died.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's always a bummer when someone funny dies.
Oh, dude, I'm still upset about Robin Williams. Like
Yeah, me too.
I'm mourning still.
Yeah, Robin Williams was one of my favorites growing up. I mean, I think. Pretty.
not-
Go ahead.
Everyone's
I'm sorry.
favorite.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I mean, I was just gonna say pretty much how I act was probably thanks to him. Just, I mean, I'm not as good at it, but you know, just kind of the rambunctious type of anything goes. You have no idea what's gonna come out of his mouth.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like,
Yeah, and you steal a lot of people's material and then write them checks later.
it paid off. Fucking
No, it's just I mean, that's just something that's just been like, oh, what a douche thing. He was like, they kind of like fucking hit me right in the childhood when like I heard a lot of people come out saying that, but most of them still didn't deny that he was not funny. You know what I
No,
mean?
he had great delivery.
Yeah, that's what they said. He was like, he was the best at it.
He probably told their jokes better than they did.
Yeah, I think I've heard comedians being like, you're better at it anyways. But like, yeah, I mean, I've never really heard a lot of comedians. Jay Moore is like the only one that I've ever heard bitch about, but Jay Moore's a fucking douchebag anyway.
Oh, I fucking hate Jay Moore.
Oh, though.
He is funny, but he's a fucking douchebag.
Oh yeah, dude. When he did the, he was making fun of Ricky Gervais and Louis C.K. though.
Oh man, it's spot on.
There's Louis C.K. You fucking retard babies.
Yeah, seriously, he did it perfectly. Like when they hang out, because Stu, fucking you, cunt, fucking shit. Cunt.
Yeah, you're just fat British cunt. That's just all you are, just fat.
Fat cunt.
Yeah.
Who is he doing that?
He was doing Louis
C.K.
C.K.
Oh, God.
Because Louis C.K. and Gervais were like fucking BFFs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay Moore was talking about, he was talking about them on Opie and Anthony and how they basically are just they kiss all over each other.
Or what ended up happening was Jay ended up kind of getting the cold shoulder.
Was Jay was on there with him?
Jay was on the show, I think.
Yeah, and then he called in, and then he was like bitching about it, and he was just like, Louis'd be like, fucking, just how basically Louis just says nothing, and it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Fucking you dumb British cunt, fat cunt.
Yeah,
that shit in your vagina, cunt. Everything Louis does, and then like Gervais said, Louis, you're so funny.
But yeah,
He's hilarious.
Yeah, if you get a chance, look at both the impressions. The one he does of Louis and of Ricky Gervais.
They're spot on.
They're hilarious.
Because
he ripped on Seinfeld in that call too, because I guess Louis made a comment like praising Seinfeld's delivery or something, and Jay did an impression of Seinfeld that was spot on too.
Who do you think is the
He's
best
really
comic
good.
going right now?
The best comic right now? Oh man, I will see. It depends on what you mean by best, because like most successful versus
Most successful isn't always the best.
Yeah.
right, but because what I would say,
Louis is not the best anymore, but he's still the most successful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would even argue that there are a couple comedians who might even be more successful than him. I mean, like if you look at the likes of like Kevin Hart,
Like
his popularity.
Oh, he's definitely the most successful right now.
because his popularity is through the roof, and I feel like a lot of people shit on Kevin Hart.
His success and Louis' success are two different things.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of shit on Kevin Hart, and I will say that
Louis is DIY success.
So is Kevin Hart. It's Kevin Hart put
Nah.
in. He put in the time.
the thing with Kevin,
He's a shithead.
I don't like his stand up, But I've seen movies that he's been in, and I thought he was funny in them.
That's more of what he should just
Yeah.
stop
But
stand
he
up.
came up with like Big J and like people like that.
I think he's genuinely funny. I really do think Kevin Hart's funny. I don't know if I would put him, on the same
I
page.
do too. I don't hate Kevin
He has
Hart.
a likable personality.
He does, but I hate the fact that people are like, you watch Kevin Hart stand up, like you fucking, you have no respect for yourself. Like it's not stand up comedy what he does. It's not stand up. Don't watch him.
The first couple specials were.
Man,
They're pretty alright.
He's a comedic actor.
But
I'll take that over his stand-up.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't hate him. I like Kevin Hart. It's just
But in terms of like the best right now, I would probably just have to go with who I've been listening to the most, which is Stanhope.
Stanhope is really good.
I don't know why, but
dude. Stanhope's probably just like
Beer Hall Putsch was fantastic.
his new one's on that thing that no one knows about.
For the-
the CPO or whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
I just know for the past 6 months, it's all I've been listening to.
I like that. I like this story about killing his mom.
That was exactly what I was going to bring up when they're
well, his book's all about
Yeah.
when they're doing the
Digging up mother or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
He goes
I really want to get his book.
because they're doing the roast of they're roasting his mom like in her final words or like her final moments, and he brings up the one joke like right as she's getting ready to pass, like, "Oh shit, mom, they found a cure." Like,
See, who do you think's the biggest right now? I mean, the best, right?
Dude,
Who's the funniest?
It's funny that he said Stanhope because Stanhope is like the underground legend. Like other people, like other like big comedians, like whispered, Doug Stanhope.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fucking popular Stanhope is. Like people call him, he's this generation's Bill Hicks. Like and like when you really think about it, kinda, because
I'm sorry.
I mean, I love Stanhope. I'm glad you've been listening to Stanhope. I've been a Stanhope fan for years, but
oh yeah, me too.
I was listening to Tom Segura and Bill Burr on Bert Kreischer's podcast.
see, actually, to be honest, I was going to say Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is up there.
Tom Segura's up there.
Tom Segura
is
might be my
too.
favorite right now.
Tom Segura's
he loves
hilarious.
Tom Segura. Tom Segura is fucking hilarious.
Tom Segura's hilarious.
Bill Burr is fucking. He's unstoppable.
He's saying he doesn't want to follow Doug. Like he wouldn't want to. They're
Burr?
yeah.
Yeah, because they're buddies. Bill Burr and Doug.
He's like, he's too fucking funny. You don't want to go.
He's too, and he is though.
He's such
Dude,
a train wreck.
What fucking clip? The Ari Shaffir show. That This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
Have you seen Stanhope's?
No.
You need to watch it. It's fucking fantastic, because it's this crazy ass story about him. Like he was dating a pretty famous I can't remember if he said model or just Hollywood personality, and then he was dating her, and then they broke up, which he didn't really care because he didn't really like her anyways. And then he met some girl. It was like a rebound. And it was just a rebound, but he was just because he just got out of a relationship. The thing where it's just like, you're supposed to be my everything because it's a rebound. It's what happens to dudes, So it's just talking about like all this shit about how they hung out at the same like dive bar, or he took her to this dive bar, and then like she started hanging out there. So all these other pieces of shit like him were talking to her, and he was just like getting jealous, And he just goes on and on and on, and I just don't want to give away the bit for you guys. I want you guys to like listen to it, but the end of it is just like it's a pretty fucking drastic thing he says. Like it's complete, like you weren't expecting it, and his punchline is basically, he goes, "Yeah, I didn't think the story was going to end up that way either." So like it's fucking really good. I mean like it's
I'll check it out.
Like
I'll find it all
it's
on
the
demand.
genius of Stanhope, because it's a fucking dark and cold story he's talking about.
Everything that comes out.
But like his punchline is just like, I didn't think it was gonna end up that way either.
Did you ever-
It's so, like
when
it's
he-
like full circle.
when he talks about how great sinning is and how more people should do it, and he's basically saying that even if Jesus came back and heard the stories that he's heard, Jesus would be interested. And he just quotes like Jesus hearing about a story about some guy foot fucking his sister.
See,
Fucking Stanhope.
there's Rogan just put out a good special.
Yeah, I like
I haven't
Rogan
watched
too.
it yet.
It's really good.
I might watch it tonight because I gotta
I-
go to bed kind of early, so I'll probably watch it tonight.
Yeah, he did a good job. I think I like it more than his last one.
Yeah, I saw that. It is a funny special.
Love Rogan, dude. Every time.
Segura had a good one this year. Yeah.
Yes, Stagora's fucking on fire. Oh, Rogan. Well, I want to check out his special. Every time Stanhope is on Rogan's podcast is fucking great.
Oh yeah, they go for 4
And-
hours too.
Yeah, and like he's like. No, I was gonna say Joey Diaz is his most reoccurring guest, but Stanhope's up there.
In terms of comedians, I'd say.
Segura's been on there like 7 times.
Stanhope has.
Because
But you can't like hold them up against Joey Diaz because Joey Diaz is literally like, every couple months he's on. You know what I mean?
That one that Diaz did with Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. Holy shit!
Dude, I did, and fucking
They're talking about
what's his name? Joey's fucking little buddy that
Lee
does the
Syatt.
podcast. Lee is so high as out of his mind high.
and that one.
Yeah, yeah, dude, I was watching it.
And they were
After those clips, me and you were watching that, I was watching it, and Lee's like, Joey's not even fucking cracking jokes, and like Lee's like hysterically laughing, and they're all looking at Lee, and like Brett's like, Lee is in Lee's in another dimension right now.
Oh yeah. Freaking! They were talking about that.
Joey said something about some kid he was friends with, and he was friends with the family. He was friends with the family that had a kid that was around his age, and he was like, we were all got along and stuff. And Lee starts laughing hysterically, and they all look at him, and Lee's like, he said we all got along.
That entire time they were so fucked up, like all of them. Yeah. And Joey was telling the story about this guy that used to run a comedy club. I think it was in Texas, and he's like this. He was going through all this terrible shit that happened to him. He's like, he's a real piece of shit. Rest his soul.
That's what started it.
Yeah.
Then Lee started laughing.
Yes.
Rest is all of them, and and then Brett and all of them. Yeah, Segura. Bert, yeah.
I want to call him Brett too, because Bert's such an ugly name.
But Bert and Segura, the other was like, what a piece of shit. And then, it started happening.
Piece of shit, rest his soul.
He was
But,
he was a coke fiend, rest his soul.
yeah, he was a dirty coke
Coke
fiend,
fiend.
rest his soul. What about most underrated comic?
Oh, that's a good one. Shit, fucking Stanhope. You know, while we're on the topic, but
He's well known.
he's I'm
Not
talking
as
like
much as he should be, but
well,
that's kind of
They should be bigger than they are.
Stanhope.
Well, I'm trying to
Because
think.
He doesn't really try either. It's kind of why he's.
Fuck, he hadn't done a show in the United States in like 16 months or something retarded.
He always tours the U.S. though, but
Not recently.
I don't know.
There's a few comedians who probably don't get enough limelight. I mean, there's a lot. What's his face? See, I don't even remember his name, but he did a really funny bit about buying refrigerators.
I didn't.
Brian Regan.
Oh.
I like.
Everybody knows who Brian Regan is.
Not really. I never
as-
see people talking about him.
He was more popular
he's
in the
lost.
early 2000s.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of popularity now.
But I still
He
think
was
he's
big
funny.
back then, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
He was big, and he was like a comedian's comedian. Like
Yeah, he's a clean comic, though, so he never went as far as he should. He went, like
he was still, but it's still impressive
Yeah.
because he was a comedian. A lot of comedians talked about Regan.
he got about as big as, like, Gaffigan did. But
Oh,
just
yeah.
in, like, a different time.
Yeah.
Oh, underappreciated comedian.
Like, someone who's not known that should be known.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Norm Macdonald.
I would even argue that, well, he did the movie thing and the SNL thing. His stand-up is really good, though.
Norm is not, but
It's
like
dry as fuck.
That's why Norm is fucking dude. He's one of the best out there right now. I'm telling you, Norm is like effortlessly funny.
It's like, I like guys like Jeff Tate. Jeff Tate is fucking hilarious.
He is, but like, I don't really know a lot about him either.
I like bearded fat guys. That's kind of my thing. You know, I relate. He just happens to wear a lot of flannel.
Kyle Renner, you like him too?
I think. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Kyle Kinane.
Kinane, sorry.
I was gonna say.
I don't know any of these two names.
I like Steve Hughes. He's an Australian comedian, but he has to stop intermittently because he also plays in a death metal band.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's awesome though.
That's
But he's
fantastic.
he's funny. Oh, man, what he did the one bit where it's really genius. Where he's talking about gay people, and he's like, you know, I'm in the Australian death metal scene, and you know, I have both my ears pierced, and you know, all my buddies are just saying like, you don't want to get both your ears pierced. They're like, it's gay, mate. That's gay. We don't like him. He's like, don't like. What's wrong with being gay? They're not manly enough. And he goes, they're not manly enough. They fuck men. And he goes, that's hardly gay. And he goes, what do you want? He's like, I want a woman, soft, nice, smells good. And he's like, well, what do you want? I want to fuck a bloke. 'Cause I want a big, strong bloke to fuck me in the ass. And he goes like, but he's like, they fuck men. He goes, that's hardly gay. That when I heard that,
kind of true.
when I heard
It
that,
is, wow.
I was like, when you think about it, but when I heard that, I was just like, that's genius. I was like, in a million years, I never would have looked at it that way. And so check him out. He's funny.
That's why
Australia has like a treasure trove of comics.
they do. Jeffries.
Oh, Jeffries is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I love him.
I'd kill to see him.
I've seen Stanhope.
I know you did.
It's the only comedy.
Segura's coming in April.
So I need to go start seeing shows.
We
Because
just need to start going to the fucking, what the fuck's it called? You gotta go?
Yeah, dude,
It's okay to say you gotta go.
I got to split. I just didn't want to interrupt it. You guys were in a groove.
Alright. We do this, man.
yeah.
This is what we do.
Yeah, what number is it? What are you guys on? Like you in the double digits?
22.
23.
23.
23?
Wow.
This is 23.
I thought you guys were at like 12.
No.
Damn.
We're killing it. We did
Killing
2
it.
last week.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I forgot about the 2 last week.
But yeah. Unfortunately, I got a split. At least we did like a solid like hour and 15 minutes.
Hour 17. We're good. Oh, and last thing. Glenn getting his head bashed in. How'd that roll with you?
I don't watch Walking Dead.
Oh,
But I like the actor who plays Negan.
Negan.
I like him though. What's his name?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I love him. Actually, when we came back from that party Sunday, I sat and watched like 15 minutes of it. It was after the head bashing. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the only thing I enjoyed about it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He is really good.
All right, man. Well, thanks for doing this.
No problem, dude.
We'll be back next week with someone. Maybe. Fucking Pantera.
Yeah, fucking Pantera.